guys, so we get a lot of messages and we've been asked to do a video of what my basic toolkit is. So I've put together just a few things I couldn't live without as a breakdown engineer. I generally like to travel light, so I forget this bag over here. This rarely sees daylight, rarely comes out the van. These are my main bits of kit that I couldn't live without. That's my tool bag, smallest one I could find, and these are my bits of kit, so I'll walk you through them one by one. We've got the rigging Premier gauge. It's ideal for burner pressures, so much more responsive than a digital, should we say, analyzer. So the rigging gauge is so much more responsive to pressure. I'm just going to apply a bit of pressure now. See how fast that moves. That's ideal for burner pressures. If you're checking a rectification fault on a boiler, that's what you need, something like that. These, they're just too slow. They just don't activate fast enough. By the time your boiler's, kicked out, not sensing a flame, these have just started moving. You don't get a true reading of what's actually going through that burner. So I've got a Viessmann Delta Smart. It's actually a Eurotron, should we say, made by Riazzi. Great analyzer, love it. Sends it straight to my phone. I can turn it on and off from my phone. It'll plot a graph on the phone, PDF straight away, all set up, ready to go. Nice clear touchscreen. Great. Only thing I'm not too keen on, as I just said, I'll show you the pressure. It's just not as responsive, it's not as accurate as one of those for tightness, for burner pressures. However, it's great for tightness testing, let by, everything like that, all gets stored. Great bit of kit. I carry two analyzers with me. So we've got the Kane 458S. We've had this for about 4 months now. Really like this analyzer. Clear display. Loads of functions on there. It's nice and clear. You've got Bluetooth enabled as well. What I like about this is when you're doing a ratio test, it also displays the pressure as well without skipping in between screens. So like I said, we carry 2 analyzers. If one breaks or battery's flat, we can continue to work, or sometimes we just don't trust what the other one's saying. It might just be having a bad day. So next, I've got my rigid gas sniffer. Not the most expensive sniffers. I like this, it feels robust, it's well made, it's quite sensitive. It's not let me down yet. I have got gas go seekers. I've got 2. I've just not used them for a long time and they're out of calibration now, so they're not on the van anymore. We just use this instead. It's not let us down yet. So my multimeter is a Fluke 116, capable of everything you need for a heating engineer and more. We tend to use these needle leads, fine at the end. It's just easier to get into PCB connections. It's easier to get into NTC sensors. So yeah, we use those. Great bit of kit. That's probably about 10 years old now. I think I've changed the battery once. Pressurization pump for expansion vessels. I'm not sure which model this is. I think it's the M12BI. I've got lots of pressurization pumps. In fact, I've got lots of tools because I just love tools. I've got the rigging vessel jet, I've got a column pump, I've got a Makita version which I've not used yet. But up to now, I've just favoured this Miss Milwaukee. It's a solid, robust bit of kit. It's compact, it's a clear screen, it's easy to calibrate and reset, and it's easy to use. I think this is 2 years old now. It's not let me down yet. The rigging vessel jet, it served its purpose, but the battery just kept dropping out and it felt cheap, to be honest with you. It just felt cheaply made. So yeah, this is our pump that we're using for now. So this is my general toolkit. Like I said, I like to travel light. Got a wearer, kit on the side there, it's clipped on. Cable cutters, snipe nose pliers, torch. I feel like I live with that torch on my head. I must own shares in Energizer and Duracell now. Electrical testers. Yeah, we've got a multimeter. It's rare we take it into the job unless we're needing to test resistance or something like that. This generally sees me out for most things. What else we've got in here? 2 screwdrivers, flat and posi. Stuck with a couple of Rothenbergers at the minute because my weir went missing, but weir screwdrivers with a bigger handle, far better, far superior. Great screwdriver. So what else we've got in here? 2 sets of grips, homemade smoke tube for gas fires, Allen keys, full set of weir Allen keys there, brush, small grips, extension for burner pressures, fits onto your U-gauge tube. Get one of these, it'll help you out, especially on some of the older Worcesters and the Baxi Solos, really hard to reach. That's just what you need. You can get a straight version as well. Silicone grease, PTFE, weir stubby, so we've got all different fittings can go in the end of that. What we've got there, weir 10 to 13 spanner, Baco adjustable, 12, 13 spanner. So we've got a selection of spanners in there. Magnet, extendable magnet, comes in handy. Always keep a bit of wire in there. That's for linking out stats and stuff like that. Little pressure gauge. Check the pressure in your expansion vessels. Glowworm and Vaillant torque drive. If you haven't got one of these, get yourself down to the installer show. They'll give them out in abundance. We've got the back, Stanley knife there, a couple of pump drives, Baco adjustable spanner, Bosch 18mm spanner. That fits flow turbines, Baxi Duotex, Ideal Logics. Got your Monument compression spanner there for 22mm 15. I'll get that out for those who haven't seen it. So great ratchet spanner there. There we go. Compression spanner, 15mm one side, 22 the other. 13mm ratchet spanner, ideal for Worcester Bosch Junior nuts on the top of the burners. That's what you need, a 13mm. 2 pairs of grips, small grips, Allen keys. There's a tape measure in there. This is what you need for Baxi Duotex and quite a lot of the other boilers. Extension for the expansion vessel. These can be left in situ as well. Always keep one of those and a few spares on the van because you'll need them. Right, what we got in here? I always keep a couple of them. If I'm going to take a radiator off and need something to cap, then I'll just cap that off there with a 1/2 inch cap. Mini pipe cutters. Full set of weir bits. A few washers there. Stanley blades. just a selection of, a couple of little adjustables there, selection of wearer bits in the bottom, and a Schrader core remover. Get yourself one of these. If you can repair an expansion vessel, it's a repair done there and then. Saves the customer on money on a new expansion vessel. Easy done. There's some spare Schrader cores in there as well, and that's it. We travel light. And keep our most used spanners on the side, and well, most used, just a rare one that's I like to keep handy now, 14mm. So 8mm drain offs, 10mm test nipple on gas meters, and this little Baco spanner here with a flat blade in. We keep that because it's ideal for the vaillant gas valves, testing the inlet pressures. I just drop straight in without taking anything off. Get yourself one of them. So what do we have in the big bag? Vito. Great bag. Really strong. Loads of pockets. Very heavy. So what we got, we're not going to take everything out because a lot of it's just self-explanatory. I'll show you some bits of kit that we do like. Monument olive cutters, brand new, the new ones. If you haven't got some of these, get some. Great. Brilliant for removing the olives. Spare multimeter. Baco socket set. I think I've had this for about 10 years now. Obviously all the torques are missing, but the main bit of kit's there. Get yourself one of these. Best socket set I've got. What else we got? Little torque drive kit there. I think there's another one down there, some miniatures. Pump drives, again, glowworm vaillant torque drives. A little set of foils. They do come in handy. It's good little tool to have in your kit. I've got some up there. What we got there? Circlip removers, circlip squashers, ratchet, socket with an 18mm. That's set up for flow turbines, Baxis, ideals. Let's just have a quick look what we've got in this pocket. I honestly can't tell you because I've not opened it for so long. What we got in there? Bung kit. What have we got in there? We've got a bung kit in there. Monument tough nuts remover. Auto air vent remover. Right. Next pocket. Some miniature spanners in there. Another pressure gauge for testing expansions. I think we've got a, if I remember rightly, that's a die, part of a tap and die kit for ideal ISARs and logics. So if the bolt snaps off, I can put that in a little drill it back out and refit a new one. It's been a while since I've done one. And what we got on the other side, let's have a quick look. Other side's just brushes really, servicing brushes. I've got a couple of good bits in here, I'll show you. Viessmann servicing blade for inside the heat exchanger brush. Which one's that? Intergas heat exchanger comb. Push in between the fins, get one of them. Worcester Bosch rasp. We have got the craft brush that comes with it. There's one. There's its sister. And there's its brother. Not the best of brushes. Surely they should come up with something better than that by now. Little CO2 pressurisation. I've used that a few times for unblocking pipes. Another wearer kit there. Some servicing brushes. What we got in here? Couldn't even tell you. Multimeter leads, various fast blow fuses, Worcester Bosch old school key, spare PRV inserts, and we've got a set of wing spanners. I like the look of these, but at the same time they're silent, the ratchet's silent, and I don't know why, but I like the click on the normal ratchet, so they're not my favourite. So that's it, that is my kit, my basic.